Hi, my name is Debbie Komisak. I am giving this video presentation on the assignment and population health, the communication part of it. For my observations touring the Sentinel City, I walked around the city, the different areas of the city. I did notice that there were a lot of billboards in every area of the city. Most of them pertain to health. I saw in Nightingale uh, area the advertisement in the advertising the community center, a billboard on stopping smoking. I saw. I also noticed in the Acer Tech Center of the town, there was an addiction billboard to help with addictions. There were other billboards that I noticed about e-cigarettes and also vaccinations, were to vaccinate your children, were advertised. I noticed that there was a Radio Buzz FM radio station in the city, and I also noticed that 17% of what they advertise or announce are on health topics. And it also stated that most of the population of 65 and older are the ones that listen to the radio station. I saw that there was a health director named Susan Williams, which would be a good source for getting out information on any kind of health needs or information on any outbreaks. Mayor Franklin Hill I spoke to, and what I thought was a real good way to communicate is he said that there was going to have a city council newsletter sent out quarterly to all the residents, so that would be a great way to get information out that needed to be communicated through the city. In the bodega, it looked like there were some news signs. It's a tobacco and food shop. What I saw what I expected to see on the city frontages of like the public places, like a food stores or any kind of little shops in the city, were posters communicating activities of the city. But when I walked up to the glass frontage of the stores or shops, it would get blurry. You could see that there were posters and signs in the windows, in the glass, but I don't know if it's my computer or just that you're not able to see them. But that would be a great way for communicating to the citizens. That was the majority of what I saw. I could not determine if there was evidence of a prominent party affiliation. I did see protesters out of City Hall protesting tax hikes. I didn't see any newspaper stands, and again, I don't know if there were something around the little smoke shops that there were newspapers there, but I couldn't see any. Again, just a lot of billboards. And then the radio station was also a great source. Moving on to developing a communication resource for adults and teens in that related case scenario of the E. coli breakout. I would say today, with today's news of an outbreak, one should use mixed media communication. I feel that would be the best way to communicate to all the residents and all the age groups. So I would say with developing an age-appropriate communication tool related to the E. coli breakout, I would use mixed media in this day and society. Not everyone gets a newspaper or looks at the news anymore. There is a lot of social media and online resources, and that is also quoted from the CDC that per the CDC, in today's society, the news as such can be reported 24 hours a day. In 2016, research concluded that 4 in 10 United States citizens received their news from online sources, and 6 in 10 through social media channels. So this day and age, you definitely have to use a wider resources into electronics and technology than just a newspaper or radio station as it would have been years ago. This illness threatened the general public, and it must be communicated to its citizens. And what I would say to communicate this, I would do it via the social media websites. I would also do it through the radio station, since our elderly do listen to the radio station. I would contact the CDC and hope and have them put out the announcement on their website. I would have posters erected at the community health center, the Better Health Clinic, the public health department, and other public places where residents can read the poster. I would also have the announcement in Spanish for the understanding of the Spanish-speaking population, which overall the city does have a lot of residents that are Hispanic and possibly Spanish-speaking. My announcement would be as follows. We want to bring to our community a public service announcement for concerns of a recent outbreak of an illness that is causing our residents the following symptoms: abdominal pain, sudden severe diarrhea, nausea, and fatigue. What we know right now and what we don't know is as follows. We have detected that this illness is caused by a bacteria found in food, in a food source. We empathize with those who are working hard, and we are working hard to find the exact source of where this contaminant food is coming from. Please be aware that treatments are available at our hospital and public health center. We urge you to go for treatment at the first sign of not feeling well. As always, wash your hands and any produce you buy before eating, and be sure to cook meats thoroughly. Please stay tuned for your media resources for upcoming information and further instructions on what we find out. We are working very hard to contain this outbreak and find the exact source from where it's coming from. So that would be my announcement for the public, and that's all. Thank you. Bye.